Welcome to my sports world. It's Saturday night. I was supposed to make this video earlier today, but things happen. 3 points, 3-0 victory over Tottenham. I predicted a victory earlier this week. I predicted a 2-1 victory. It became a 3-0 victory. Clean sheet. Really good. New formation. 3-4-1-2 with Cavani and Ronaldo up top. I said that a month and a half ago. Play Cavani, play Ronaldo together on top. We were deadly today on top. We were deadly. And let me start off by saying a few things. I have seen the negativity in the media, on social media, amongst fans. Some fans have been level-headed and said, hey, let's give it some time and see where things goes. All teams have their up and downs. All managers have their up and downs. Look at Arteta. He's doing rather good now. He went through a period of time that was pretty darn rough. Arsenal gave him time and see where he is now. Things are going better. Sometimes you just need some time. I am embarrassed to call myself, if I was one of these guys, I would be embarrassed to call myself a fan. And I'm going to call someone out by the end of this video. But let's look at things. It was said by a few online today that, Tottenham was terrible, they didn't do much. I'm going to say one thing. The only thing that was terrible at Tottenham today was Harry Kane, because he doesn't want to play for Tottenham. It is clear as day that he is not in his right mind right now. His mind is somewhere else. He doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to put in the workload. He doesn't want to do what he needs to do. That was the only thing bad with Tottenham today. What was bad by Tottenham today was because we made them bad. We played them bad. We didn't give them room, not enough room. We gave them a little bit of room. We gave them a little bit of room to invite them in, and they fell in the trap. We played Tottenham bad today. It was not because Tottenham was bad by themselves. We played them bad. This was all about game construction, how we had to set the game up, how we wanted to play. The new formation worked perfectly, and I think the only one that I think I would have maybe done something to, I didn't see Telles on the bench today. Maybe he has a injury or a knock or something. But Luke Shaw needs to be benched. He looks so uninspired. It looks like he doesn't have the will to play football. His game today was not as bad as it was in the last two games. But let me tell you, the last 3 or 4 games, he's been bad, and he was bad today. He was the worst player today. Collectively set, looking at the team collectively, how we played, how the game turned out, and how it ended, we were doing good. We did really good today. The players answered. The players took the responsibility, and they did what they had to do, and they did what the coaches and the manager wanted them to do. Really good. 3-0. I'm very satisfied with 3-0. I would have been happy with 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. But 3-0, I'm very happy with. And I think that the formation worked. I think the formation, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer have tried it a couple of times in the past. But I'm not sure if this is something that he has been wanting to go with, or if it's something he's going to go with forward. But it worked perfectly today. I think it can work really good against Atalanta. I saw the Atalanta game against Lazio that they played 2-2. We'll see it today. I saw it today. Didn't see the whole game, but I saw about 20-22 minutes of highlights, and I think this can be perfect. I really think this can be a perfect formation against Atalanta. So I hope Ole Gunnar Solskjaer selects this formation for the upcoming Champions League game. Because if we win the upcoming Champions League game, we're way ahead of ourselves to get to the advancement. Let's get back to the game today at Tottenham. I believe that this shows you that the team is solidified behind Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I think the board of directors and the Manchester United Football Club will do the right thing and support Ole Gunnar Solskjaer going forward. They just need to kill all rumors and all this bullshit that is going on in the media. They should just go out and say, hey, he got our backing. We are not going to sack him. We're behind him 100%. We give him the year out. Regardless of what happens, he get the year out. At least he should get the year out. The play that I think really looked good today was, you saw when Varane come in, the back was way more solid, and I think the high out, what was it, one time he had to do a save? He had to make one save, I think it was, and it was like a lump of a shot. So we were very solid in the back, and we haven't been that in a long time. And you see what a player like Varane brings to the team and brings to the table. Everything changes when he comes and steps on the field. And I think the back three with Lindelof, Maguire, and Varane really worked well. And when you have Varane in the middle between those two, I think it worked. Lindelof looked way more secure than he normally does. Maguire didn't do these mistakes. Maguire looked more confident in himself. And Varane is just Varane. He's just he oozes of self-control and he's just like, I'm the king here. So that worked really well. I think the midfield took a good grip of the game. I know I criticized McTominay. I said he's the worst player on the team. I still think he's not good enough for the team, but today he had a very good game. And I think that Fred had a very good game. Too bad his shot didn't go in, because that was a swirler like that. If he had been 2 feet further out, that would have gone up in the cross. It would have gone up there, and Lloris would not have taken it. So because the ball was going outwards. That was a good shot. Good play. Cavani did a workload like crazy. Ronaldo did his job. Bruno was fantastic in this game. You saw that Bruno wanted to win. He went into tackles and he broke down a build-up, and that led to the 2-0 goal. And he's like a conductor back there. And when he has a good game, I mean, you can just pack up and leave, because you know it's going to find the people he wants to find, and you know there's going to be goals scored. And then, of course, at the end, you had a good pass and a good assist from Matic to Rashford. And Rashford, in those kind of situations, he's gold. He's gold. He's mint. And he knows what he's doing, and it's almost like 9 out of 10 times it is goals. So overall, a very, very good performance. Now, I want to take a few minutes to address something, and this goes to pundits and media. Leave the ball where it is. This bullshit about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being sacked, and why aren't you saying the same thing about other coaches? I'm just wondering, all of a sudden, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the one that has to be gone. There is apparently an agenda amongst media and social media out there. So, I just think it is just bullshit. Where is the critique now? Klopp only managed to play a draw against Brighton. Oh, Manchester City lost 2-0 to Crystal Palace. Where's the critique? Don't you think Pep Guardiola has to be sacked? Because he sure haven't done great with Manchester City this year so far. Let me see. They had one shot on goal against Southampton in a draw. They lost the game earlier this year, and now they lost again. And they're not doing that great. So where is the calling for Pep Guardiola to be sacked? The double standard amongst pundits and media is so blatantly out there. It's crazy. Why aren't you calling for Pep Guardiola to get fired? He has played 3 or 4. He have had 3 or 4 games that has been way below what is acceptable for that type of club, for that type of manager. Why isn't he being called on to quit? Last year, when Klopp had maybe his worst season in Liverpool, where they lost games and drew, and today they only played a draw to the Brighton. Why isn't he being put on the shopping block? I'm just asking. Just asking. This is so stupid. It is, and even our own fans. And I'm going to say something now. The United Stand is the fakest, most fake fan channel on YouTube. They are as fake as they come. They have an agenda and they have a fake narrative. And you know how I know that? And you know how you can see that? Look at their watch along today. If it was a true fan channel, if you are a true fan, you support your team in thick and thin. And you think that, yeah, maybe there is sunshine after rain after all. And you know what? When he sits there and Manchester United scores and, they win, every time they score, it's like, he has this sad face going. No normal, real fan reacts like that. He has an agenda, and you might want to ask yourself, why has everyone left him? Flex, Saeed, you can name names. People have left him, left and right. Why? Because it is all fake. Flex was a real fan with real intentions. He had enough of that bullshit dude over there, Goldbridge or whatever fuck his name is. The fakest fan of them all. Have you ever seen him go to a game? No. Have you ever seen him go to Old Trafford? No. He's always on his little green screen. And you know what? I don't care how many subscribers he has. You know what? That's his whole narrative. That's his only agenda. He wants you to believe that he's a fan so he can have a lot of subscribers and make his money. This is a money maker for him. Nothing else. He's not a fan. He's not a real fan. He's a fake fan with an agenda and a fake narrative. And of course he wants a new coach to come in. You know why? Because now he's running out of ideas on his little YouTube channel. It's not good enough any longer with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He needs some new content, some new stuff to make videos about. Because the last 3 or 4 days, his little schizophrenic posting, have you noticed? 1 hour, 2 hours before, he posts, oh, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is out. Conte is on his way. Something along those lines. Then 4 hours later, it's like, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is safe. The board has come out. And then 2 hours after that, it's something new. Always something changing. The narrative, the agenda. And the agenda is just to make money. Just to fool other fake fans into his little YouTube world. He's been seen through for a long, long time. Trust me, I've been following that fake shit just so I could keep a track on what fakery goings on over there. And his narrative is so shallow that you could see it clear as day. Clear as day. So if you listen to that kind of channel, it's it is as bad as the football terrorist. The football terrorist is just ignorant and dumb. So you have those two that are really out there trying to milk the little things called YouTube as best as they can with fake narratives, fake agendas, and trying to just get you along. The best thing you can do is to basically turn off your subscription from those channels and just stop watching them. Because they have nothing to do with being a fan either way. And look at the people who comments on his channel. They're just as negative as him. Even when they're winning. Even when we end up in second place. And even when we go to the Europa League final. Even when we win 9-0 against Southampton. There is always someone who had something to complain about. And you see it on every freaking social media thing. You see the fake fans, the plastic fans as we call them. It's everywhere. So you just take some time and look at them. And you see what kind of fakery it is. And today was as clear as day. Every goal we scored today, he's sitting there going like, I'm still only out. I really want this to change. What kind of a fucking fan does that? When your team scores, you celebrate. If you have real feelings for a club, and a club scores and wins after a little bit of a drought and a little bit of a desert performance for a few weeks, 5 weeks, 4 weeks, where we had maybe a couple of losses and a draw and stuff like that, and a win, Which one? Well, let me ask you this: who, with real fan emotions and fan feelings for a club, when they proclaim they've been fan for the club of over 30 years, reacts like that? No one. It's all about the fake agenda and the fake narrative, and the United Stand is all about that. You want fakery? Go to United Stands. You want the real fans? Go somewhere else. The Stretford Paddock is one of them. Um, yes, they put their finger on things and they are critical about things too, and they demand things to change, of course. But they're not this fake shit as the United Stand. And ask yourself, why have all these people left? Why is there new members coming in and new people coming in like a revolving door at the United Stand? Because basically, maybe they can't stand that dude Goldbridge. Maybe that's what it is. Or they just see through him and see, oh, he's just a fake one. Ask yourself, why? And look at his videos. I mean, just look at it. Don't care if you boost his little rating or whatever. Just look at it and you see how fake it is. It is so fake. It's like looking at a 70-year-old lady with fake tits and Botox in her lips. That's the United Stand for you. I rather go with a channel with less subscribers, less green screen fakery and mockery and dill and dull and all kinds of shit. Keep it simple, keep it real, and you will get the respect. That shit over there at United Stand, fake, fake, fake. And you know what? It really feels so much better that United won 3-0, because you know what? He didn't get his wish. He wanted Manchester United to lose. All he wants now is a change, like he wanted when Mourinho wasn't doing good enough. Okay, so because when Mourinho got sacked, he could make another 20 videos that day about the sacking and who's coming in. Oh my God, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came in, interim manager. Another 20 videos. That's what they're all about. That's their agenda. Their agenda is not Manchester United. Their agenda is their little YouTube channel. It's their content. Gonna make some money on it. And then, of course, they have their little narrative behind it to support that. All fake. All fake. But you know what? Manchester United beat Tottenham. And you know what? They also beat Goldbridge.